Last week we heard criticism over Apple's Irish tax deals. Here with me in the studio today to share some light on the matter is Jonathan Ivinson. Jonathan, welcome to the studio.
Thank you.
Now, looking at, according to some articles which were scattered about last week, the FT in particular, the decision sort of comprises of a highly critical 21-page document about these deals. Now, perhaps you can help us out with some of the finer details, as it were. What are Brussels so unhappy about?
What they're really unhappy about is tax competition. They have disliked the Irish tax regime and also that of Luxembourg and the Netherlands for many, many years. And this really is the culmination of that attack. There's a political agenda in Brussels for tax harmonisation, and that means every country having the same tax rate and the same system, and that would be ultimately a much higher tax rate than that in Ireland or Luxembourg. So that's really what's driving this, and it's really not new. The attack on companies is new, and this is not just Apple, this is also Fiat, this is also Starbucks, and many other players are going to be in the firing line as well.
Okay, indeed. Now, according to the reports, these deals kind of date back to around about 1991, obviously a very different economical, financial, you name it, environment some 20 odd years ago.
Yes.
So what is your take on this report now and these findings?
Well, I think it's partly driven by the current political climate, which is, multinationals don't pay enough tax and are bad citizens. In 1991, nobody really focused on that. But the fact is, none of these companies have done anything wrong. All they have done is sought clarification from various governments that the tax treatment they're expecting to get is what they'll get before moving large amounts of people into those countries. So all Apple did was seek clarification. What the EU are claiming is that there was some kind of deal that went beyond Irish law. There's really no evidence of that. And I've been doing planning for multinationals for 20 years and never seen any country do anything above and beyond what's in the statute book.
Yeah, well, that's about, you toe the line and that's about it, isn't it, really? But as you kind of alluded to as well, the decision forms a bit of a multi-front offensive from Europe's top competition authority, really. So who else may be next in the firing line here?
Probably any multinational with operations in Ireland, Luxembourg, the Netherlands, possibly even Belgium, should worry, but this is a political attack, and I think the ultimate findings will be that nothing has gone on that's not inscribed in the law. What the Commission should be doing, if they want to be honest about it, is to try and change the system whereby different countries can have different tax regimes. That's what they oppose. They haven't been able to do that through legitimate means. Now I think they're attacking companies, and in order to deter companies from doing the kind of planning that these companies have done.
Okay. Now, as you say, it's kind of from your point of view, a political targeting. Despite Apple, for one, hitting back at these allegations, saying that they are confident of no wrongdoing, still shares took a bit of a hit, 0.6%, as investors were really digesting the news. So how far-reaching do you think this could really go in terms of legislation, in terms of perhaps future prohibitions? What could we really be looking at moving forward?
I think the Commission are going to struggle to make a case here, because I'm very sure what was going on here was seeking clarification. It's actually a very helpful thing for multinationals. If you're going to move somewhere and you're going to take 4,000 people, as Apple did, you want to be sure the tax treatment is what you expect. That's how Switzerland pretty much operates. That's how it attracts inward investment. So what will the effects be? Probably deterring people from doing that, deterring governments from giving taxpayers certainty, and in a deflationary Europe, not really a very smart way to operate.
Well, as you mentioned, competition is king, and it seems as though this maybe is not the best way to achieve that. But Jonathan, thank you so much for sharing your insights with us. It's been a pleasure. Thank you for that. Thank you. Okay, well, that's all from Jonathan and myself for the moment. Dukascopy TV has many more exclusive interviews to bring you, so please do keep clicking back. Goodbye for now.